We're making the most delicious penne bolognese. And if I was a betting man, I'd say, regardless of who you were, this was almost guaranteed to get you laid. Buona giornata, amici. Good day, friends. And a good day it will be. Look, a bolognese made correctly, and it's really very simple, is one of the most luxurious pasta sauces ever. Yes, ours will be with simple ground beef. Yes, ours will be with a handful of other ingredients you probably already have. But the sum of its parts is greater than the whatever the hell, what is that expression? The sum of its parts is greater than the whole? Is that it?
I don't even really get that, because the sum of the parts is the whole.
What I'm trying to say is that yes, they're simple ingredients, but together and the way we're going to make them, they're heavenly. They're absolutely heavenly. So we should not waste any time, should we, Max and Chance?
Hell no. Nope.
Let's get right to it. We start with our vegetables that you could just chop and put in the pan, but I kind of like it when they're finely minced. We're going to use a processor, so they sort of melt and disappear into the sauce. Fuck, this is, I gotta turn that off, man. It's just too much. This is the beginning. Onion, one sort of medium onion, one stick of celery, one carrot. We're gonna give them a rough chop and throw them into the processor, like this. And in. We put the lid on and we process. As you often have to do, we now use the technical word and scrape down. It climbs up the side. Sometimes whatever you're processing just climbs up, and we continue. There we go. Beautiful. Look at it, it's gorgeous. This combination, carrot, celery, onion. Spanish is called sofrito. In French, it's a mirepoix. The great Emeril Lagasse used to refer to this as the Holy Trinity. I think this is what he called the Holy Trinity. So we'll now take our sofrito over to a hot pan, add a little oil, and in it goes. This gets cooked about 5 minutes. I'm on like medium-high heat. We just want to enhance the flavor of these vegetables before we do anything else. You can see it's starting to change color a little bit. Just give it a little mix. Ooh. Look out! That camera's about got a face full of sofrito. We just looked it up. Apparently Emeril's Holy Trinity is onions, celery, and bell peppers. Nice smell. This is one of those dishes that you should make when you're in a shit mood, because it's slow, it's loving, it's methodical, and the end result will make any bad mood go away. So when the carrot, onion, and celery are dry like this, we add our next ingredient, which starts with a little splash of oil, because I love that, and we add garlic. 2 cloves. As usual, we wait for it to get very fragrant. And when it does, I know I repeat this a lot, but I just want you to get it. 35, 45 seconds later, a minute, then we can mix it in. Smelling amazing. Smelling amazing. Next up is our beef. So I like to push this stuff over. Little splash of oil here. And then we'll drop in a pound of ground beef. Start to flatten it out a little bit. We're cooking it. Doesn't have to be cooked all the way through because it's going to simmer away for about an hour. So if it gets a little color right now, that's only going to develop more flavor. And in the end, you'll be happier. You can flip a bit. And once I flip it, I start incorporating our vegetables. Our not Holy Trinity. The goal with the beef is to break it up. You want it pretty fine. And when most of the color is out of the beef, a little pink is still fine. We add one of the fun ingredients. Well, they're all fun. And this is a half a cup of white wine or vermouth. A little mixing, little stirring. And we're just waiting for most of the liquid to evaporate. Or as they say in Italian, evaporare. Or something like that. Wow, I love the smell. Love the smell. And with most of the liquid gone, you can see there's virtually nothing left. We're at our next set, which is one 15-ounce can of crushed tomatoes, 3 tablespoons tomato paste. Okay, maybe that was more like a 1/4 cup. I over-spooned, so sue me. 2 cups of beef broth. Yum. A couple teaspoons of dried oregano. I love dried oregano. Teaspoon red pepper flakes. That looks about right, right? Why am I asking? Why do I ask you guys? Last but not least, 3 tablespoons balsamic vinegar. And we mix. Mix well to incorporate. And when you've mixed everything nicely, stop spilling, Sam. For God's sakes. Yeah, we lost a subscriber the other day because I said, "Oh my God, is this delicious?" too many times for him. Sorry, guys. I'm not anti-religion. But when I say, "Oh my God, is this delicious?" I'm meaning, "Oh my God, upstairs, the guy I talked to, let me say, this is delicious." So here's what we do. It's all mixed in. It's lovely. Little bubbles are cool. We want it to simmer. We don't want it to boil. And we're going to let it simmer for an hour. And you're going to see the magic at the end of that hour. Just a little bit of this action is fine. Nothing too crazy. This is really about low and slow. You want to develop flavors, and you're not going to do that after things boiling like a madman. So leave it. We'll be back. You'll see what it looks like next. Our bolognese has now simmered an hour, and it's gorgeous, and we'll look at it in a second. But before we do, I just want to say, I've chosen to do this with beef. You could use pork, you could use veal, you could use all 3. And if you don't like beef, pork, veal, chicken bolognese just doesn't have a ring to it, does it? A chorizo bolognese, no, you couldn't do that. No. 80-20 beef, this for me is the way to go. Plus it's really inexpensive. Really inexpensive. Let's have a look, shall we? Because we only have one more thing to add, not counting salt and pepper, and then we're almost eating. Look, you can see how all the liquid that was there before, the broth, the tomatoes, everything, it's mostly gone. And it's condensed its way down to pure deliciousness. Now, and I know this seems weird, a cup of milk. We mix. Oh, this is just gonna make it rich and fabulous. So same drill as before. A light simmer, 45 minutes, stir occasionally. And when you see this again, not only will it be done, but our noodles will be ready, we'll be tossing, and we'll be eating like the Romans, or someone, or like San Diegans. Gorgeous. Thank you, Raycon, for sponsoring this video. I spend most of my life on my feet, cooking, shooting, this kind of stuff, and having a wire tethering me down is nothing that I want. And I've been using Raycon earbuds for, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 months now. Look, the company was founded by Ray J, and celebrities like Snoop and Melissa Etheridge and Mike Tyson are fans. Mike Tyson is a fan of, terrible impression, but he's a fan of these. And why is he a fan? Because the quality is as good as any of the expensive ones on the market, yet it's only about half the price, and you have to love that. They look good, they're discreet, and as I've shown you before, you can do this. And they don't fall out. Look, I'm a podcast guy. I want to listen all day long. In fact, I'm a fan of the single Raycon because it leaves this ear open for when people talk to me and I don't get in trouble at home because I can't hear anything. And their newest model, the Everyday 25s, are their best ones yet. There's 6 hours of playtime, absolutely seamless Bluetooth pairing, more bass, in a compact design that gives you a nice noise isolating fit. Remember? You can't beat that. They're so confident you're gonna love these. I mean, these, because you do get two. There's a 45-day free return policy. All you have to do, click the link below to get 15% off your order. So that's 15% off your order. So just go to buyraycon.com/STCG. It's Sam, the cooking guy, for 15% off your order. You got it? You got it? You gonna do it? You wanna be wireless, come on. And after 45 minutes, look at our bolognese. It's lovely, it looks rich, it looks full of flavor. And I forgot to season with salt and pepper, so I'm gonna do that now. We'll be fine. I should have put it in when I put in the milk, but nobody minds. Nobody will be the wiser. Oh, look. Oh my God. And see right here along this edge, these little grease spots? Man, that's just flavor waiting to become magic with the penne. Well, Maxie, Chancey, only one thing to do. Let's get some penne in it. All right, so in goes our penne. Oh, straight in. One of my favorite ways to do this. By the way, this is the move, and then you serve at the table. Just bring this whole kid to the table. Oh, come on. The smell from here. I know I talk about that, and yes, probably not fair, but geez Louise. This is amazing. All right, 2 things left, kids. Oh, I wish there wasn't. I want this now, but 2 things left. One is a little fresh Parmesan, and you know I encourage you, buy a good one. This is the time not to buy the crappy little pre-shredded bag of it, because it's just not the same as a nice fresh piece. And you know, come on, tiny bit of green, and that's it. There you have it. Now that is a bolognese penne, a penne bolognese that you can get behind. We come down here, and one of the nice things about the penne shaped pasta is sauce goes right inside the tube. That's what you want.
That's what she said.
That's what you want. That is just deep, delicious, rich flavor. It's unbelievable. Yeah, okay, so it took a little bit of cooking time. And that's okay, because the end result is magnificent. Let me share this. This pasta that we just made right here, this gorgeous bolognese with the penne, is about 10 bucks.
With the penny?
Penne, with the penne. Penne is about 10 bucks. You can't get much cheaper than this for a beautiful meal. And here's the move. You invite somebody over. Have it made up to the point before the milk goes in. Because when they walk in your place, they're going to smell this amazing aroma that's wafting through. And they'll go, my God, what are you doing? You go, I've just whipped up a little bolognese I thought you might like. Then you add the milk, and the milk's kind of a freaky move. Classic move, but it adds the richness. And they go, wow. You go, wait, just wait and see how this turns out. You stir it in, then it has another 45 minutes. That's when you open a bottle of wine, you pour a cocktail, you sit, you relax, and then you bring this out. Seriously, if this isn't the precursor move to a bedroom move, I don't know what